Well, thank you all for giving me the chance to talk today. Once again, my name is Erica Ortiz, and today I will be talking about Make-A-Wish Foundation. I am the financial officer at Starbucks, and it's a pleasure to get to know you all today. And you might be wondering why a financial officer is interested in encouraging you all to sponsor Make-A-Wish Foundation. Well, it all starts with a personal story. My nephew, Jeffrey, was diagnosed with a brainstem tumor when he was a toddler. And ever since then, he went through many surgeries throughout his youth. And when he was 18, he had a dream just like any other teenager, to go to college. And with this organization, he was able to go to university with the scholarship that they provided. And I will tell you more about Jeffrey later on. But for now, I want to tell you how Starbucks and Make-A-Wish Foundation would line up together to create a meaningful philanthropic goal. Let's start off with the connections that they represent. Make-A-Wish Foundation mission statement is, we grant the wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions to enrich the human experience with hope, strength, and joy. Now this might sound familiar because many of our goals here at Starbucks align with this. And we have said many times that we're bringing people together, inspiring change, and making a difference in people's lives. It's part of being a good neighbor. And that last line, being a good neighbor, is what I have heard time and time again being part of this company. But what does it mean to be a good neighbor? We have sponsored many organizations that implement just this. And we believe that creating a community where the youth of our age can thrive and become leaders of our society later on in the future will help us grow as a society. And this is what Make-A-Wish Foundation is trying to encourage. Except they're addressing a whole different group of youth that we have not addressed before. And in the next couple of minutes, I will explain to you why we should invest in this organization to reach another philanthropic goal. Now, Starbucks has contributed $6.5 million in cash in 2012. And many of these funds went to organizations that improved our community through leadership organizations for our youth. But not only that, bonding organizations that have created a community where these youth can thrive. And I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, that Starbucks does this because we feel like we have the responsibility to our community to improve their lives, improve how they see the world, and motivate them to make a change. Now, time and time again, I've heard this statement. It's a commitment rooted deep in our heritage, and the belief that together, rather than alone, we can use our scale to be a catalyst for positive change. Positive change, what do we mean by that? We set goals like reaching out to 50,000 youth in different communities around our country and encourage them to make a difference in their community. And we sponsor organizations like Youth Venture that takes youth creativity and makes them into leaders of our society. But what's wrong with this picture? There is a great amount of youth in our community that can't even take control of their own lives because they have been diagnosed with life-threatening illnesses, and let alone be leaders in their community. But we should be the inspiration, the motivation for them to want to make a change. But their dreams are not being heard. And it starts off with one dream, as simple as a child's dream can be. But supporting that one dream may allow them to feel like they can take control of their lives again and make a difference. What if they did have a dream, and for that one moment, we could make it happen? Also, this organization has helped create strengthen communities across the country. For example, this young man, Carl Price, he had one dream to go to Disney World. And his community came together, created a festival in which they raised enough funds for not only him but his family, who had gone through so much, to be able to go. Now, this moves a community. The people in that community came together for a cause, and that changes lives. And because of this, because Make-A-Wish Foundation has believed this concept, they have been able to grant a wish every 40 minutes. But is that enough? Is it ever enough? If this organization has to say no to a child with a terminal illness, how can they do that? How can we let that happen? I believe that with your support, which I'm asking you to support 6 children this year, 6 children who have a dream. And some of these children can have dreams like Hatcher, who has Down syndrome. And all he wants is to have a dolphin therapy. Or Noelle, who after each chemo session hopes that a Labrador is waiting by her side. Or Cole, who after being diagnosed with Hirschsprung's disease, only wishes to be a cowboy. Now, these are simple dreams, dreams that will motivate these children into becoming leaders of our society. And maybe for some, it might be their last dream. But should we rip them of that chance? I don't think so. Now, with your support, I believe that we should support 6 children this year. And what that means is that each child's dream is on average $7,205. 75% of that goes to the actual program, which is more than most Better Business Bureau charities provide. And 16% of that goes to fundraising. And only 9% of that goes to administrative costs. Now, what this adds up to, 6 dreams. And this isn't just representing, these numbers don't just represent a dream. They represent inspiration, not only to these children, but to the communities. With 6 children, at an average of $7,000, today I'm asking you for $50,000 in donations to this organization to sponsor innovation and inspiration in our communities. Now, some of these children may never get to be leaders in our community, but I don't believe that they should be ripped of the chance of their dream. But there are others, like my nephew Jeffrey, who just graduated from Georgetown University and is looking for ways to become a leader in his community. And this was all possible because he had a dream, and corporations across the country supported it. Now, here at Starbucks, we believe that we need to strengthen the youth of our society. And by doing this, we want to mobilize our communities to doing good in the world. And with this organization, I believe that with an average of $7,000 to reach a child and a community can benefit our society. And moreover, can create a dream that can impact their lives, can make them fight another day, or another hour, or another year, or maybe even overcome their disease. Now, I ask the support of $50,000. But with that money, who knows what will happen? Think about the future. Think about the lives that you're investing in and the support that they will give back to our community and the inspiration that they will give our future youth. Thank you. I'll be taking questions now.